Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is day number 2. It is none other than the female esports league, Valorant 5. And yeah, welcome back, Wack. How you doing today?
Doing good, man. I mean, woke up in the morning, couldn't wait to come here and just
Yeah.
watch the playoffs.
Yeah, now today we have the round of 8 playoffs D-Day. It is the day, not just THE, it's just D-Day,
Yeah.
the day. I think we can take a look at the brackets to see who are in the finals itself right now. We have 7 Sins, Arista. And these people have like super cool names. Terminate Lady, Affinity Esports, Tiamat, Girls with Love, Celeste, as well as the Impalant. We have a lot of returning as well as new teams in this playoffs right now.
A couple of new teams here and there, but definitely a few familiar faces right here. Girls with Love, I think we've seen them quite a bit.
Celeste as well, and 7 Sins is.
Yeah,
that team is
they've been making it to the grand finals for.
I feel like they should be like a showcase of how many times these individual teams have been in the FSL Valorant. We have to give them credit as well for always committing to this tournament and to this league as well. So, and also before we can give a few shout outs to our sponsors. We have Dreamcore as well as Yahoo. And at the same time, we also have super solid monitors. And one thing I want to talk about more is Intel, man. These guys, if you want to look into streaming and if you want to have like a really good computer, or if you want to broadcast, if you want to start doing pretty much anything, multitasking or whatever, Intel's like the way to go.
For sure. If you're doing anything CPU intensive, say you're running a stream and gaming at the same time, you're going to need a strong, powerful processor. And there's no other place to go to other than Intel.
Yeah, exactly. And also at the same time, Intel's probably the most reliable CPU out of all the the process that we currently have right now. You don't really crash that much with an Intel. And it's actually you don't crash at all. I've never really actually. You know what? I don't even I have an Intel processor at home, so I'm using the I think mine is the 9700K if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the newer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's I don't have that kind of. But yeah, I'm using Intel as well, and no problems.
Yeah, and I think we can go into the highlights right now, so you guys can check this out.
Recap from the highlights from yesterday.
He's done. Ooh, Catherine.
Spraying through, Omen smoke.
I know
Kind of stopped them from pushing, but Midnight just walks right through anyway. She's the smoke criminal. Gets a frag with the operator. 2 remaining members left. Now Liz Chen with her paint shells. Just a little bit of insurance, but neglecting to watch it. High pushes through. We'll be able to find 2. Looking for the 3rd. She gets it.
At least you have the guns up right now. Oh. Getting spot here. It still has 1 flash up and running. TPing. Oh my goodness, that was a big misplay here coming from Hanbei. But a big play coming from Linzade. Then spots one more chance. Go for the 3rd one.
Linzade!
Push even further. Aftershock. Flashbang. Make sure that they can't push them. Even if they do, they're going to do so blinded. Picks up 2 for lockdown.
Out of charges.
Whoa!
What? Go to the full team.
2 off your feet, as well as the run it back. But Yuri, the spray down. A full ace from a Yuri, or even a 6K. She gets it.
Help your teammates. Maybe Musa's actually the fragger here, but Mikasi getting a straight up double kill.
Oh, wow.
Utilizing the dismiss. We'll get one more. Utilizing this dismiss, we'll be able to run away one more time.
For it.
Go for the 5th one. It is going to ace. From
30 seconds
It's
left.
over in McCasey's hands, and looks like she's going to actually collide over into Luxado, who finds a headshot on Liz Chan. McCasey has to make a play here. Oh, that flick! But they don't even need it.
winnable.
Liz Chan. She has her recon vault now. Looking for the headshot. Pipeline just walks right.
Spike planted.
AV now will be collateral shot backwards, just proper into the corner. McCasey finds a headshot, looks for the last one. She could do it. All she needs is a well-placed headshot. Taps the defuse, finds it, gets it! And this is going to be a clutch play from McCasey.
Yeah, and there you have it.
How about that?
Yeah, the last one, the collateral headshot with a Marshall.
I'll never forget that. I'll never. It's a collateral hit. The chances of that happening, just absolutely incredible. And then she picked up the Vandal afterwards and went on with her killing spree.
With a she had really low HP as well. She was like 18 HP, I think, throughout the whole period of like situation that she was in. But you know what? Yeah, there you go.
Her team is right here.
Yeah, the first match of the playoffs of the day, day 2. It's going to be Terminate Lady versus Affinity Esports here right now. We'll make some changes in a little bit.
Although,
So yeah,
I think Macasey isn't playing with her team today. It's going to be Liz Chan subbing for her.
So yeah, Liz Chan's gonna be playing right now. Terminate Lady is actually a team from Thailand, and also Affinity Esports. We've seen a lot from them yesterday. They are a team from Philippines as well. So that being said, it is going to be Haven, one of the I would say more favored in terms of attacking when it comes to this map. So
definitely have a lot of options, but you know, Affinity Esports, they have a really strong defense as well. We can see they already have the Killjoy turrets set up. Looks like Terminate Lady is just going to be pushing right into A with an A split. And we have Nuki here just swinging from the side flank, finds 2 headshots with Noxy adding on to that. And now the remaining 2 members of Affinity are going to have to try and retake this. Ash just dashes right through, breaking the tripwires, finds the headshot onto Daxel. Unfortunately, gets taken out by Noxy. Now it's all up to Yaya here, who is over from spawn, and that's going to be that because Nuki knows exactly where she is. The first pistol round goes over to Terminate Lady.
I really like how the fact that this is the first round and the first match of the day, and all of them are pretty like, you know, warming up into the day itself, and this team, Terminate Lady, just pretty much just rushed into A side.
Oh yeah.
Really fast, and they were really confident in taking that side, securing that side.
You know, they just bust that door wide open and just, you know, come with me if you want to live. The Terminator ladies, I don't know. They're doing it. I mean, they
went to the chopper.
Exactly. Non-stop aggression. I think Affinity just kind of were caught off guard. They weren't expecting such a quick rush of an ace split. Now Nuki once more, so aggressive. Look at her.
Wow.
She's just going right in, guns blazing with the Vandal, finds 2 kills, and now she's going to set up her defense as well. The team plants the spike. Jane Carolina, though. Oh my god. Just no chance for Affinity whatsoever. Look at that, wide swinging the corner. Liz Chan reacted, but unfortunately missed the shot.
And then the round was super good for Nuki as well. She bought up a Vandal in that specific round, the second round.
And heavy armor.
Yeah, so right now she's pretty set.
Look at that, 5 kills. She has 5 out of 6 points for her ultimate.
Yeah.
Only in the 3rd round, dude.
So right now, Terminate Lady feeling really good so far, getting 2 rounds in this first map of the day. Nuki with 5 kills, Jane trailing with 3. A really fast flash here coming out from Jane. Nuki following up, figure out faces in the corners, checking every single corner before going in. Taking some damage here. Liz Chan might actually get taken out here by Nuki yet again as well. Super aggressive plays here, but finally will be stopped by Ash.
Now with the dark cover in front of her, she's going to have to slow down just by a bit. The spike does go down, and they have to play the retakes game. 4v3 is the situation here, and Ash just dashes right through, finds Isaika. But Noxy will trade her off, but the rest of the team is there to support her. And there it is. The post-plant defuse comes in. It's 2-1 with Affinity coming back into this game.
Yeah, if you're playing against a team like Affinity, doing the same thing over and over and again isn't really, you know, smart. So you might want to think about taking it easy, taking it slow, instead of just rushing in 3 rounds in a row, and that's pretty much what happened here. They still can buy up at least, but a team like Terminate Lady, maybe, you know, they're just trying to test the waters of Affinity Esports right now to see what kind of playstyle they are, who is actually in each bomb site, to get as much intel as possible here so far.
I mean, this is a pretty standard 3-round start for any VALORANT game, right? You know, you lose the pistol round, you lose the following round, but then once the other team full buys, that's when they have a chance to, you know, have their say in the game. Nuki so far has been such a strong, aggressive entry fragger. Let's see if she can repeat the same thing. They're going with the same ace split that we saw in the first round, but this time with rifles and a run it back. A lot of nanostorms being activated, and you can see they've fallen back to kind of give them the space while they set up the retakes. Dark covers all across the place, and now the spike does go down. Ash, though, Blade Storm has been activated. Now she's looking for it. Mayuri comes in with the first. Carolina with the crossfire setup, but Lischan comes in with the trade, and this is Ash's playground now. They are looking for the remaining 2 members. Misses just by an inch with the hot hands. Kachao is there to support as well. Nuki does manage to find the remaining members, but Kachao with the last one alive. They get the spike defused, and she gets the kill.
These 4 rounds have been super fast. These 2 teams, they're not here to fool around. They're actually in it to win it. I can definitely tell. I can sense how confident these 2 teams are right now as well. Both of them just giving jabs here left and right. And right now the score is going to be 2-2. Both teams, economy-wise, definitely around the same, I would say. But if you can tell, it is definitely in favor of Affinity Esports right now.
For sure. I mean, they're, not as aggressive, perhaps. They've been kind of letting them get the spikes planted. But the way they're playing the retakes game is so strong. Here it comes. It's the same push once more. Aisaka does manage to find Mayuri this time.
Yeah, but this time they're taking it
a little bit slow.
Yeah. They're making it a little bit. They're doing it a little bit different here right now.
Theft as well.
Yeah.
So they know exactly where Affinity Esports are. Now it's all up to Affinity to kind of scramble and calibrate themselves. Lischan just finds the perfect shot at the Jane. Now with all of this information, I'm pretty sure she's signaling to her team that the push could be by C. Ash does find Daxel by Garage, though. Nuki is still so strong. Finds one, and Noxie gets another as well. Yeah, trades it off. It's 2v2. And look at her, just hovering in the dark cover while her teammate stays on site. She has the opportunity to just swing out of that smoke, using it as a wall. She has her utility as well. So this could be very possible. Nice little leer, and that just gives away her position. Furfall comes in, though. She finds the headshot. Now, just buying enough time for the last defuse. Oh, dark cover comes out. She can still walk right through it. She's going for it, and she gets Yaya down. It's 3-2 with Nuki clutching it.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. It's definitely a Nuki montage so far in this first map. She's doing so well. Her decision making alone is really smart. You can tell she knew that she was playing with time earlier on, and she's playing against 2 players. She has a flash as well, and that specific spot where the side of Terminate lady actually planted the bomb makes it really easy for Nuki to just hold down this that angle right there.
Absolutely. That's how you want to play a C-long plant, for sure. But the thing that impresses me even more is how she goes in with the entry frags, but Ash this time switching things up. Gets the tempo drop on her. Lischan comes in as well, and that's a coordinated C garage push from Affinity, actually. So now all of a sudden, Terminate Lady, they need to be wary about where Affinity Esports are. They have to be careful, but knowing that they've kind of pushed out, they know that the sites are open. They just walk right into C, get the spike planted, and now Jane just waiting for the tripwire to get tripped. Mayuri falls, and this is just going to be a retake game once more. Ash does trade her off, though. But she's low on health.
Vandal, maybe. Picking up the Vandal will be the smart choice here, but I think she wants to play that close quarter combat. She doesn't have armor anyway, so might as well.
That's a nice arrow. Gets a lot of intel off of that, but unfortunately the health just doesn't quite suffice.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that's LeBron James.
LeBron James. That's how you want to do it, right? You shoot a 3-pointer right into garage, you get the paint shells off.
Ooh, Nuki. Oh, I saw Nuki buying up the Odin. I was like, whoa. Okay, Nuki right now has the run it back. Definitely going to try to be using that in the first few moments of this specific round. And they would want to win this round as well to make the lead a little bit further and makes themselves feel a little bit comfortable as well going into this first half.
Absolutely. I mean, we're looking at a 4-2 score right here. It's a 2-round lead. Still not over yet for Affinity if they want to climb back into this. Kachao with such an aggressive early peek onto Nuki. That's their entry fragger taken down, but with the Absorb just kind of giving away her position. They will be able to find her. Now the spike goes down, but Mayuri comes in with a lockdown, and they have to be careful. They're either going to look for it or back off from the site, and that's exactly how Mayuri's going to find them while they are caught off guard. Has to defuse.
Whoa.
He has to be careful. This is so dangerous. Yaya has a cover, though, and here comes the Cloudburst. Now I think they're just going to stick it.
Yeah, 30 HP. Sticking is good, but you definitely have to make sure you clear that for your teammates as well.
Oh, what?
What?
Daxel!
They were too ambitious with that, the stick on the defuse. They could have definitely made sure that just fake it, and because you have a lot of time, so you don't really have to lock down that defuse. You can just like take it easy, fake the defuse, get a couple of kills before you actually go on for a full defuse. But man, that was very, very well done though by Daxel here.
Yeah. I mean, they lined up right in front of her. All she had to do was control her spray perfectly. She managed just to get the 2. And I think Affinity just a little bit risky there. And, you know, they were a little bit exposed to the entrance of B. Cloudburst and the smokes just weren't quite enough to displace their positions. Now, looks like Terminate Lady are once more trying to find their way into B. This time, Affinity, though, they don't have the same firepower that they had before. Walks right into Ash. Neglects to check behind the box, and that you're going to pay with a Vandal. So now with that extra bit of firepower, you can see the tempo has been slowed down. Terminate Lady still trying to assess their options. An early paranoia from Yaya here.
Oh, that's a beautiful smoke. But they're still going in. Yeah, no, so they're just trying to go in.
Yeah, I mean, the utility was spent. Now she has the paint shells chucked in. Oh, but Yaya just hearing the grenade getting thrown through. She's going to push it. Nuki and Isaka have her covered, though. And this is just Nuki doing her thing once more. It's all up to Liz Chan now. She's trying to get the drop on Daxel, but it's not going to be enough. A Stinger against a Vandal. Yeah, Daxel's Vandal is going to win in that fight.
Yeah, 6-2 right now. They're definitely feeling very, very comfortable. At least currently right now, Affinity Esports will be able to get some money in the bank and buy up. And now, Kachao is going for the Operator instead. Which, honestly speaking, if you're playing mid, Operator would be really, really good. And so far, Terminate Lady has been pushing that mid a lot. So they might want to control that mid better. And what better way to actually control that mid side with an Operator. So this is going to instill some fear into the side of Terminate Lady from pushing that mid side here.
Absolutely. Knowing that the Operator is there, they have to be a lot more careful. But it looks like they're just going to opt to push into A instead. They have the camera from the Cypher as well over by short. And this will signal to them that there's practically no one around this site. They're going to try to maybe capture the Alt Orb and then go in for a rotate here. Daxel comes in with the from the shadows, possibly getting intel that there isn't a single person on C site. Does collide with Liz Chan though, and that's going to be the Phantom taking her down.
I'm actually surprised by the position of that ultimate. Didn't really need to go that open, but
just a little bit open. I think the Operator is doing its thing as well. So now with the 3 remaining members of the Terminate Lady squad, they're going to have to find their way into one of these 3 sites.
And also they don't have a smoke right now, so this Operator is really pretty free.
They have to be very careful with their approach here. Using the dark cover to kind of just go through with it. Boobot comes off, and here it is. Mayuri trying to stop them. Does find the first headshot, but Nuki trades it off. The Leer comes out as well, so they know that they are on their heels. Mute comes in, 4v2. Nuki finds the first kill. And now Noxie hiding under Hell. She is in a pretty good position. Does have her paint shells as well. Has to be careful though. Nuki backs off into Long, and this could be a very strong setup, but Noxie unfortunately unable to get the shot onto Liz Chan, and this is going to be all up to Nuki here, 1v3. They are?
I think they got a half defuse though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get it.
Uh-oh.
The half defuse was really smart. I think
Oh
consolation prize, but yeah, that was a very, very well done defuse actually from Ash. Ash took a little bit of damage from the hot hands as well, knowing that, you know what, let's go for half defuse here. I'm going to sacrifice some of my health and try to go for the half defuse here. And once that is done and over, they knew that the Phoenix didn't really have as much utilities left to actually go in and it's a 1v3 situation, so she was very confident with the hat defuse.
And that's kind of how you want to play it as well, right? Post plant, get the half defuse. You have 2 teammates covering you, watching your back. Nuki just a little bit playing it safe. She wants to go in for those kills now. Looks like it's going to be a push right into C. Through garage, Noxy just swings out, gets the headshot on the Liz-Chan, looking for the second one, but this time it's going to be Ash saying hello. Cloudburst off to cut off the site while they push right through, run it back denied. Kachao finds a shot though with the operator, turning it into a 3v3. The spike has been dropped. She sees the flash, she knows she's there. This is the shot, but she lives to fight another day. Now Ash still in this corner. I'm pretty sure that Nuki knows she's there. She peeks out because of the hot hands, getting flushed out of the corner. Nuki gets a headshot through the smoke. Now Mayuri's the last one hiding inside, but Daxel comes in with a perfect flank. And that's going to be the score, 7-3. Terminate Lady, terminating.
Yeah, that was beautiful crosshair placement from Nuki. That headshot onto Kachao was just pixel perfect as well. The smoke was covering, but she knew exactly where to look.
Definitely one of the more mechanically talented players that we've seen the entire tournament. I mean, look at that, 18 kills.
Yeah, and she's playing duelist as well. What do you expect from a team from Thailand? Thailand is such a huge, huge country when it comes to FPS gaming alone. FPS esports, Thailand, definitely one of the best.
I dare say Nuki, you know, might see her facing off against players like Jin pretty soon, but look at that. Noxy just goes in, headshot, trades it off. Nuki finds another trade.
I know exactly.
Just 2 for 1, and now they have the B side covered. They have the neural theft as well, so they're just waiting for Affinity to push into them.
Spike planted.
The lockdown has been activated, though. They want to shut it off. Uh-oh. And the camera tag just gets her off at the perfect spot. Liz-Chan now gets Nuki with a frenzy. Top fragger down, but Jane is still in the game. Now it's all up to Liz-Chan here with 20 points of health and a frenzy. That's...
Yeah, it's an eco round. They were really confident with that B push as well. Beautifully placed smokes from Daxil allowed them to pretty much waltz into B side. And also, funny thing is, they utilized the ultimate. The Killjoy ultimate on an eco round, which is very risky because honestly, if you were an eco round and your opponents know that you're an eco round, you can just waltz in and take the lockdown down.
Yeah, they didn't have a single worry or fear in their minds. They just knew, all right, like we can push you. We got rifles. We don't have to be scared of your frenzy or your ghost.
Revealing area.
So now here it comes. 8-3 is the score, and Affinity. I guess Liz-Chan's looking a little bit shaky. Oh, here comes the party. Noxy is looking for the entry shot, and hearing that sound cue, Liz-Chan's just going to back off, getting caught off by Daxel, though. She does get a headshot, and that little run it back gives them the intel. They know that Ash is over by Garage. Noxy just flicks it, gets the headshot, and wow, covering off the flanks. Nuki, such a good job. Falling in a couple of gunfights, though. So now this is 2v2. Very doable for Affinity if they play their cards right.
But when you're going up against a player like Nuki and Daxil, it's very difficult. Them holding down the angles is probably one of the scariest things anyone can actually go for. I mean, go through.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
100%. Just like looking at how they positioned themselves. They knew that Terminate had no choice but to push. Plus, they were low on health after that little exchange against the earlier 2 members, Noxy, and they just couldn't quite deal with it. 9-3. This is going to be the second half, and you know it's a 6-round difference. Affinity are going to have to claw their way back into this.
Right now they're gonna try to figure out whether they. The thing is that it's 9-3 on the other side for Terminate Lady. They only need to win 4 more rounds to be able to win this match, right? And typically you would need at least 2 rounds to kind of download your enemy teams. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this just decided to go in right now. They're just dashing in. There's a beautiful paranoia actually coming out from Yeya that's going to allow them to get a couple of kills, but super aggressive plan here. But the turrets managed to slow Noxy down. Yeya allowed to survive and live another day, but with 50 HP, it's doable. 20 HP right now here. Daxil. utilizing the TP to just fake it out.
Oh!
Daxel finishes up this round for her team. Terminate Lady won the first defense round on their side.
And that's just going to be a very big problem for Affinity here.
And that turret.
Oh, yeah. That turret did so much work for Yaya. But I have to say, Daxel played that 1v1 perfectly. She had the higher health, but faking the teleport kind of just baited Yaya to peek out. She was like, where did she go? But no, she was right at the same spot. Swings it, gets the headshot with a ghost, and ultimately clutches the round for her team.
If it was me, I would definitely buy this out. Force her gun out. Because it's already 10-3. The last thing you want to do is give your your enemy team space. But I think they're still trying to figure out exactly where the opponents are right now. Like in terms of positions. Who's where. And then you can figure out where you want to push in.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to do that right here. Turret once more. And that's just going to force Daxel to back off. Nuki comes in with a trade though. Yaya does find Asaka, but oh man, the firepower is just too strong. Kachao, the last member remaining.
Yeah, 79 HP, no utilities whatsoever. Has a turret there though at least, but Killjoy's down, so the new patch, once you're down, you know. And I think the range as well.
Yeah, the range or
oh my gosh.
Turret deactivated, gets dinked.
And Noxie is going to come from behind, take her down. Now it's going to be 11-3. At least they have guns up right now. So this round itself is so important for the side of Affinity Esports. It wouldn't make it so much better if they win this round. So they really... if it was me, I'll just rush in one side. Smoke down B, A-Link, C-Link, and then just go in B. Or just try to go as fast. Because I feel like they're giving the enemy too much time. To like rotate.
I'm gonna go in with a sort of a Hail Mary to just kind of shake things up a bit. Because right now I think they're a little bit scared as well. After losing so many rounds, confidence is definitely not on their side. Here it comes. They have this nice deep dark cover over into B. That could allow them to push out from either side of it, but you know, they still have to be careful, still wary, knowing that Terminate Lady, they have weapons as well, but Mayuri finds a nice, nutty headshot on the Nuki.
That's their top fragger as well.
So all
and
of a sudden...
she also had a running back.
Ooh, and that has been denied. But the dark cover has been responded from Yaya here.
Bot coming back.
And looking at the mini-map, it looks like it's Mayuri just lurking while the rest of the team slowly creep their way into A.
Yeah, I think Jane definitely knows what's going on here. I think she heard some footsteps onto Suez.
There isn't a single member on A. They might have heard the camera. Here it comes. It's the smokes. It's the shock dart to clear out the corner.
Mayuri yet again, so I'll get another pick off. Jane will be able to finish up Mayuri.
They could pick up, her rifle. Now, oh. Rifle in Noxie's hand. She makes it pay. Kachao goes down, and this is a 3v3 scenario. Right-click on the paint shells to just kind of bait off the front, but Ash holding the corner here will be able to find two before falling. Now Liz Chan clutches it out. And all of a sudden, Affinity, they're looking to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, I was saying, this round is very important to them, and they made it work. They made it happen. If we look at the ultimates as well, Ash already has the Blade Storm. We have Mayuri with the lockdown as well. And yeah, they're feeling themselves. But Nuki has a running back, so... But then again, I think they might want to go for a eco just this round alone. So, I mean, they are 11-4, right? You don't really need to...
They can afford to...
Yeah, you don't have to buy out everything. You don't have to, like, force buys. You can just take it comfortable, take it easy. And then what? This is best out of one as well. So, it's really important that you win this round. I mean, this match itself, because it's the best out of one.
So Affinity is still, kind of playing a little bit slow, but Jane's just going to be pushing up A long. Might collide with Kachao here. She's still expecting someone to be by the end of long, but Jane is all right by the corner here. And
oh my.
Oh. Uh-oh. This is going to be bad, but she whips her shot, Kachao!
You hate
Flicks
to see it.
Gets the headshot. You hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
You should run.
You have to make your shots count, If you miss it, and then you're going to pay. Now, Nuki.
You can just stay here because she has a lot of space here. The lockdown's not gonna do much.
It's gonna buy a little bit of time, but now that it's over, she can peek Cloudburst just in time though. And now Ashe has her Blade Storm activated. She gets the first one, looking for the second, but her team is just gonna do the cleanup instead.
She was like, oh, well, okay guys, fine, do everything, fine. It's not like I need kills anyway, fine. Nakachao has the Empress along with Yaya with the Into the Shadows, so. But on the other side, they still have yet to use their resources, which is really, really good if you think about it. Now they have guns, now they have a lot of resources as well. They have the showstopper, they have the running back as well. They can use this specific round, maybe just one ultimate, maybe just run it back to get a few first easy kills in the beginning, and then push on the side and make it easier for them to secure the site.
Oh yeah, look at where Nuki is. She definitely is primed for this. A flashpoint from Breach as well, and she could just push up. Yet there she goes. Looking for Affinity's members right here. At the very least, it's going to be intel if she doesn't get a single frag, but she does.
Mayu has been doing so well getting those really, really good entry frags for the team.
Yeah, despite being on Killjoy, she does a good job holding her own. But now, with a 4-4 score, you have to be careful. Kachao with the Leer, Cyber Cage activated, and that just allows Isaka to sneak back to help. Ooh.
Yeah, Isaka.
As soon as the curtains go down, she gets the headshot, but Liz Chan comes in, gets two. Nuki trades it up, but Ashe comes back in with the reply.
They haven't planted the bomb yet.
Ashe still has the spike. She's still lurking over by short. I don't think they're aware, but look at that. Yaya just peeks at the right time, right place, gets the shot, and this is going to bring us to 6 and 11. Good job, Affinity.
Yeah, they're feeling themselves. They also managed to waste the running back from them. They still have the Empress. They still have the Hunter's Fury as well. So they can take it easy after planting because Liz Chan still has a Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, I think it's that the caution pays off, right? They might have anticipated that Nuki had the ultimate up, so they were just, all right, let's not be too overzealous here. Let's not just rush into a site because she has that run it back. She can use it in a retake. Let her spend it first.
And also, thing to note that this is a very attack-sided map. And as you can tell, Affinity definitely doing better on attack.
Having a good time, but still have to be cautious. A single mistake could cost them this momentum that they've got going on here. Now it's going to be the full execute of the C site. Nice little from the shadows to distract Daxel.
Man.
Entry fragging it out for her team. Gets two, drops by Asaka though. Now the spike is going to get planted. It's still a 3v3. Spots up the player.
What?
Gets the headshot because Noxie just a little bit slower. But now they're getting flanked by Long as well. And Isaka coming in from spawn. They have to be very careful.
It's all up to Yaya.
Oh! The stun. She does get Isaka, but Jane.
That is a very expensive round for them too. They bought out this round. So next upcoming round, Terminate is not gonna be able to fight, do a full buy. I think if you look at the money.
Maybe not.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to buy a full buy. They're gonna have to buy at least a Spectre or maybe just a gun with light armor.
So this could be another chance for Affinity to come back into this game.
The sounds on his sword is the knife is so weird. This game has really interesting skins. I'm actually kind of curious as to what kind of skins they're gonna bring up next.
You know, I think they're trying to stray away from
I want a lightning skin.
Yeah,
so cool. Like a lightning-based skin.
Very creative.
Yeah. Or Daxel. Never really expected that. That was through the smoke too. Okay. That was through the smoke. That's why I wasn't looking at anything because the smoke's there. There's no way he's gonna get a kill, right? It's like, okay, fine. Kill someone through the smoke then.
I know
the second smoke is out as well.
Oh,
look at this push from A Long. Oh no, Affinity. Down to 2 members. And Ashe just fall. It's all up to Liz Chan here. 1v2. Can she clutch it out for her team?
I have the spike.
She has a spike.
Doable, but look at why Isaka is. Oh. Tag her.
She has a spike. She has a lot of armor. She has a lot of elf, and she has all her utilities. So this is definitely doable.
Revealing area.
Well, not supposed to happen.
Bit of a scuffed recon bolt, but that's still okay. She does manage to get the spike down. All she has to do is to hold and play it off time. Oh, she goes in for the spray, runs out of ammo, switches to a sidearm. No! Misses the shot. Now Dexel with the Vandal will overpower her. And that's going to be the game.
Yeah, that is it for Terminate Lady as well versus Affinity Esports. Terminate Lady from Thailand takes it 13-6, very convincing. And Affinity Lady, Affinity Esports, I feel like they had the opportunity, a lot of rounds to, you know, be able to like actually win a lot of rounds, but just minor mistakes here and there. But you know what? In the end of the day, Terminate Lady actually won that. Kudos to this team from Thailand.
Yeah, I mean, Nuki did such a good job. Let me just looking at the scoreboard right here. It's 28-12, an average combat score of 384. That's a really high combat score.
Yeah, and also at the same time, I feel like players such as Nuki, as well as you have to point out a players like Isaka as well. She might not have a lot of kills, but she has been doing a really good job at anchoring the sides, and she has been doing a really good job at helping their teammates rotate. And if you look closely as well, Daxel only died 10 times, which means she has been alive mostly. She has been staying alive because you know that Omen, being a smoker in this game is very important. You have to stay alive as long as possible to make sure that the opponents don't have a free entrance to the site. So yeah, kudos to this team.
She definitely did her job, especially at C-Long in the last round.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the first match of the day. We're gonna come back with more Valorant action. This is the playoffs of the FSL Valorant 5. Shout out to the sponsors. We have Dreamcore, Super Solid, Yahoo, as well as Intel. Yeah, stick around.